BBC Introducing East Midlands. I'm Dean Jackson. James is here as well. And we played a track by Emily Severn last week called City Lights. It was very much loved. We said we'd invite Emily, and she's here tonight. Hello, Emily. Thanks for being here.
Hello.
It's good to have you here. Congratulations on City Lights. It's a wonderful, wonderful track. Where did the idea for that track come from?
Well, of course, it actually came from me actually living in a big city, Manchester. And, of course, you can kind of end up being a bit lost in the crowd, not knowing what to do with your mind, and especially during the pandemic years that basically ended up splitting up my university into online and on campus. It was just it stemmed from that, and needing to have somebody to be there for you in the times of darkness. So it kind of came from that, and the sense of getting lost in the crowd in a city.
It's very good. It's a really good track. Very atmospheric. I think people picked up on that atmospheric vibe to it, really. What's the feedback been like to the track, to you?
It's kind of blew up a bit on Spotify since the other day. And then my music is quite popular on QQ Music in China, so it will probably get a good reception over there. How
did you come to be popular on QQ Music in China? How did that happen? Do you know?
I honestly do not know. Probably friends that I have that are from China that studied in Nottingham and that I met. So they probably told their friends, and then their friends told their friends, and then the population is that big in China that it just...
And aren't you heading out that way as well at some point?
Yeah, in June.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to teach English.
And do you think you'll be able to emphasise your musicality out there and get QQ Music to pick up even more plays for me?
Well, there's definitely a lot of platforms over there, like Douyin, Xiaohongshu. So I'll probably use a lot of those platforms to promote it a bit over there, and then also telling friends over there about it, and them telling their friends.
Well, good for you. It's a great way to do it, isn't it? It really, really is. We're going to play City Lights again in just a second. What would you like people who are listening at home or in the car or at work to know about this before I press play? Is there anything that you think, I would really like you to know about this, just to set the context to it?
I think I'd like people to just know about it, in a sense that if they can resonate to it in any way, that would be a great thing, because I know how hard it is to go through a lot of struggles, especially with mental health, and especially during the pandemic when there was a lot of big struggle for everybody. So City Lights just pays tribute to everybody who's out there that's struggling, and to just know that there's always somebody there for them.
Linger like smoke in the air, echoes of loneliness even in the crowded places. Faces blur through the tears in my eyes like the
isn't it? Emily Severn and City Lights.
City lights, these city nights, these city nights, these city nights.
Where was that recorded, Emily?
It was literally recorded in my bedroom at home.
It's amazing. I mean, it's got that big city vibe to it, hasn't it? It sounds like a high-end studio, so well done on that. You've done a really good job.
Thank you.
But it's interesting if you're doing that in your bedroom. So will you be able to kind of transfer all of that across to China, your setup, as it were? So you still be able to write whilst you're over there?
Yeah, I took my setup to Manchester with me when I lived in Manchester for uni, so...
To be able to draw on some influences. What is the
Yeah.
writing process for you with tracks?
So of course sometimes I will create the backing track first so that I can like set a mood for the type of song that I want to create, but then sometimes some of the songs it's just lyrics that I randomly have to note down on the bus, for example, when I'm on the way back home, or sometimes I will actually end up waking up in the middle of the night with an idea for a song and I'll have to write it down, otherwise you can forget the next morning. So
Wow. Well, I admire your perseverance. So what, you just keep your phone beside the bed and you just go... Or do you sing the melody? What do you do?
I actually have a notepad.
Okay.
So I like jot down
Okay.
ideas in a notepad, and it happens to be the same notepad that I use for Chinese language learning as well. So
That's handy,
in the
isn't
back
it?
of the Chinese language notebook, there's loads of notes for different songs that I plan to create in the
Amazing.
future.
What a great way to do it. It's going to be an EP, isn't there, as well?
Yeah, sometime this summer I've been recording plenty of new tracks for it. Some are upbeat, and then some are like this, mellow, and then of course City Nights is going to be included on it. And I have actually recorded a Chinese version of City Nights to go on it.
Amazing. It's incredible.
It was popular demand from my friends from China to record this Chinese version.
I mean, this is absolutely
That's
amazing.
cool.
Well done. That's so cool. Really good. Thanks for calling in tonight. It's a pleasure to have you here, and well done on such a great track. We can't wait to hear the whole of the EP. Where's the best place to follow you online in the meantime?
Instagram is the best place, and that is at It's Emily Severn.
Emily Severn, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
BBC introducing
Supporting new and emerging acts across the BBC.